going on, y'all? So, got somebody coming by. What's going on, y'all? So at this time, I got two videos basically. Did a mod yesterday. Some people, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it already, but got a mod. I'm not gonna call it a new wrap. I'm just gonna say it's a new decal. Somebody else over here done got a Charger and parked next to me, huh? How's a GT? Nonetheless, did get some. It's not a new wrap, but it's with the same people who did my last wrap. Just a new decal. I let it sit in before I washed it. Car's a little dirty, but had to go with the big cat, y'all. Different, pretty big. If you can see it on the camera, you can't. That's in reflective black. I'm gonna do some footage of it later. Let you see it at night. It's in the morning right now. I went ahead and slapped the name, signature on the front. Cat again on that side. Falcon supporting, you know, little GT parked next to me. Never seen that car over here before. Might be new. I'm gonna go around and look. Nah, it's not new, but it's got a folded flag in the back, so I'm not sure. I might see him, talk to him, talk about his car, talk about what he's gonna do with it. He should rep supercharge it. That's what I would do. That's what I was gonna do with my last one. Anyway, about to head out. I got another mod coming today. I'm gonna go more in depth on this. I'm gonna go more in depth on the look, really the whole setup. I wanted to do the cat and the carbon fiber, but the plotter they had, the needle wasn't strong enough to cut through the carbon, as the texture in the carbon fiber was kind of moving the needle on its own and couldn't get much. So had to go with the matte white, but it still looks good. The outline eye, you'll see that at night, or put a little flash on it. Looks great. I love it. And it's the morning. About to go grab breakfast, so cold starts. Dark in here. So another thing that was going on actually, was the, what do you call it? Dang it, what am I thinking about? I was having some issues with the paddle shifters. Paddle shifters, they weren't working for a moment, as well as the other controls on the steering wheel. It will work, it will stop. So I kind of started digging to try to figure that out. Did a little bit of research. There was no research out there on it, so I'm going to drop a video on it. It was actually the clock spring. Pretty simple for install. Just kind of a few things to keep in mind. Just kind of a few things to keep in mind, and I will kind of go over that in that video, because I'm sure it may be somebody else that experienced the same thing, or going to experience the same thing. Take this filter off. or is going to experience the same thing. And it's like, what is going on? That's too right. There we go. So, nonetheless, it was the clock spring. Was able to pinpoint what that issue was. Got it switched out. Boom, boom. But then I had another issue where it was giving me service, the traction control, the electronic traction control. Looked that up, couldn't find anything. But I noticed when I was putting the car in reverse that instead of the lines being straight on the guides where, you know, showing you where you're back, what you're backing into, mine was kind of to an angle. So luckily, I did purchase 2 clock springs from, or I purchased one and he sent me 2 from, I guess it's Porn and Chill, PRNN Chill on Instagram, and I'll drop his page below. But I purchased a clock spring from him. He sent me 2, thank God, because I got the first one plugged up, and like I said, I had that issue. It's kind of looking at it, I was like, weird. So obviously the clock spring wasn't familiar with the position that it was in. It wasn't in, it had been spun somewhere along the line of being removed from whatever that salvage car or junk car was to getting to me. And then when I had it in my hands looking at it, I was like, oh, this is it. And I kind of turned it myself too a little bit. But yeah, anyway, so I had to basically rotate it again and find that set position. Well, on the original one I messed it up, so I had to do it again on the second one, and on the second one I was able to kind of line it up perfect and get that out. So I'm just gonna do a video detailed on that, in case anybody has that issue. The part number, I looked up the part number and it has been replaced, so maybe they made some updates to it or fixed it where the wire coiling in there doesn't just pop out or whatever case may be. So yeah, so I'll make a video on that, kind of going more in depth on what you should do, how you can do it. It's also going to kind of relay into changing the steering wheel, which is pretty easy. But yeah, so right now I'm headed over to Chick-fil-A down the street, going to grab something to eat. My wife's like, you're always leaving the house, you always got mods to do. So she's like, oh, don't leave the house, but I'll give me something to eat because I'm hungry. I'm like, oh, I can do that. As long as I can keep modding, as long as I can keep making the Hellcat better and better and better, I'm good with that. But I'm almost coming to a slowdown here, so I gotta find some new stuff to do. Anyway, I've been talking to Audio Sensation, I think. Audio Sensation, Sound Sensation. There's an ant on my hood. I can kind of see everything on the white carbon fiber. So I'm like, what the hell is an ant? I'll get him off. Anyway, I just don't want him getting in. But yeah, so I want to say it's Audio Sensations, not Sound Sensations. Audio Sensations in Marietta. And talking to those guys because as all of us in the community know, these cars are oftentimes stolen a lot. So I am looking to upgrade the alarm system rather. Kind of adding into a Viper system. We kind of discussed a few things over the phone, but it was kind of a quick convo on it. He said he had a couple options for me, and we're gonna kind of dive on it when I get in. I told him I like to continue to use my factory remote, but I wanted to talk about that because I've been seeing different things where people, supposedly people have been kind of trying to grab your data off of your remote and mimic the remote unlocking with the computer or machine or whatnot. Get in the car, start the car thinks it's you. Car thinks it's someone who with the key. And I've also heard of people breaking the rear window. With them breaking the window, they have the they can get into the house and outside the house. They can get into the car and try to program a new remote. I hate when people drive slow around me. Anyway, yeah, they program a new remote or whatever, something like that, something along that lines, and then they can start the car with the new remote. So it's pretty interesting. I mean, if somebody wants it bad enough, they're gonna take it, but I always look for a way to protect my investment, protect my asset. So that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add a new system. So record a little bit more when I get over to audio sensations, and we go over kind of the options. I'll let you guys know what I'm going with. Probably something along the line of a Viper. Definitely proximity sensor, shock sensor, tilt sensor, kind of all those things. Make sure the windows are covered and everything like that. So like I said, when I get there, I will fill you guys in, and I'll give you a breakdown on price, and when it's done, I'll show you all the function. But as of right now, I am at Chick-fil-A and going to get some breakfast and head back. I'm cutting it close because it's 10:26 and they close at 10:30. I mean, well, breakfast is over at 10:30, so Chick-fil-A's pretty good. They'll still give it to you. So yeah, that's it. So I'll be back and I'll fill y'all in. Alright, y'all, I never finished this video the other day. Showing you the alarm, so doing it today. Just got a little tied up. Honestly, I'm not even sure what happened. Just got a little tied up, but yes, in the morning, 7 a.m. Eastern here. So I'm actually about to head over and help my sister and my brother-in-law at their new place. I think they're doing some hardwood flooring or something like that. So helping them do some renovations. I'm out this morning. But I figured, okay, well, I'm going out. I'll show you how the alarm. About to wake everybody up anyway. I'll probably be a little mad. The garage echoes. I at least close the door. It don't echo all the way down the hallway. I try. There's nobody back there, so we'll see. But so the overall function of the alarm is pretty solid. It is now. Of course, that's Danielle's car. So it's constantly flashing this. You can see it's like a blue light. It's constantly flashing that blue light, showing that it's on, lighting up the dash. I'm not gonna set it off in here. I'll set it off later. But shock sensor on the wheels. Well, shock sensor pretty much everywhere. So on the body, everywhere it bumps. Try to lift it. There is a tilt sensor and it's digital. So even if you park on a hill and you come back, I'm gonna go ahead and get in.
System disarmed.
Oh. All right, we're good. Focus. All right. So yeah, so like I said, there is a tilt sensor. I'll show you this too. But there's a tilt sensor on the car, and it's digital. So if you park on a hill or ramp or whatever. My gospel playing already. Pause that for a second. But like I said, it is on a tilt sensor, so I've said it for the third time now. But the way the tilt sensor work is if your car is sitting, whether it's on the hill or on a flat surface, whatever, somebody tries to jack it up, they're trying to take your wheels off, alarm goes off. Tow truck tries to lift it up, alarm goes off. Couple things. So honestly, if you park somewhere you ain't supposed to be, tow truck comes to hook it up, at least you'll be able to try to get out there fast enough. It'll send you a notification. I'm gonna show you that, but it'll send you a notification. You'll hear it screaming, and it'll send you a notification like, hey, somebody's bothering me, somebody's lifting me up. You rush out, you'll see that they're not stealing my wheels, but I parked in the wrong place, and maybe you can just pay the hookup fee instead of it getting to the lot. You know how that goes. It's like $75 for a hookup, and $150 when I get to the lot. So stuff like that. Regardless of that, like I said, the system is pretty solid. Does have it's through Viper. It's a Viper Smart Start system, and kind of the benefits of that is you kind of choose what you want to pay. You can pay the $79 a month. I mean $79 for the year annually. I'm not sure how they break it down a month. Sometimes it's cheaper just to pay it for the annual than to pay it the month to month. $79 for annual, it may be $9 a month or $10 a month, or whatever the case may be. So regardless, it all depends on the plan you get. I got the top plan before you get into fleet management. So this plan is GPS tracking. It is obviously, you know, your remote start functions from the app. Of course, all the sensors, they're there with alarm. Without the app, you're only at about a range of about 100 feet. For some people, that's cool. For me, it's not. You have to think about, for me, I have to think about all the variables. You know, these cars are stolen at malls. These cars are stolen from your house. These cars are stolen, you know, wherever a thief or somebody or a thief, wherever a thief is lurking for it or sees it or follows it, whatever the case may be. So with that said, you know, even if I'm out of town, I want this alarm going off. I want to get a notification if somebody's messing with my car. You know, no such thing as a false alarm. You know, it's always something to come check out. You kind of never letting it just, it's okay, the alarm just going off. I did notice at a car meet the other day, car drove by, because of the sensitivity where we have it set right now, car drove by with his exhaust, and he smashed the gas though. Where I was parked at, I was kind of towards the exit where obviously the back of the car would be facing my car. So him smashing the gas, turning out of the parking lot, I believe it was straight pipe scat pack or something, but the rumble was enough to shake the car, and shake the car, probably shake the glass, and made the sensor go off saying, hey, something's going on. But it does have two levels to it. It has a bump, and it's like, okay, could just be somebody bumped against it, door opened or something like that, or whatever, somebody trying to take a picture. I've seen it happen and kind of bump into the car. But then you get into that second one, which is, this is a threat. Other than that, like I said, I have the fleet management style deal. It's going to tell me where the car's headed, how fast it's going, breadcrumbs, which is basically where the car has stopped. It's giving me all of my, of course, remote start, unlock, lock, everything like that, app support, and what have you. I also like it. I mean, you can set it up the way you want. It's not dead nut, but within that Smart Start app, I don't know if you can see that. Within that, you cannot. Let me see. Oh, you can see it a little bit, but within that app, I'll probably just post a screenshot of it. But within that app, it shows you. That was not focusing on me. Now, within that app, it shows you a bunch of things, and as a notification, it'll tell you everything going on with the car. So it's like, hey, you name your vehicles. Obviously, if you do more than one vehicle, but you name your vehicle, and it's like, hey, obviously this is labeled Hellcat, so Hellcat unlocked, Hellcat locked, Hellcat ignition on. Tells you all of that. Here from the app, I'm gonna take another screenshot of that. If you can't see it once again, so I'll turn the light off. So here from the app, you have remote start, you have your lock, your unlock, you have your map, you have your alarm, and you have your trunk button. Everything of which is functional. Tells you the temperature outside. It gives you this alert, and this is from the other night at the car meet. It says alarm went off. Alarm went off. And so you can clear that activity out, but it said, hey, alarm went off twice, because it went off. I rearmed it because he revved it the first time, and then he did it again or whatever. Pulled out a lot. So it just gives you that whole rundown, and then it takes you to the map, and it's all pretty much there. You can't see, it's crazy light, bright, but it shows you the car, which way it's headed, as in north, south, east, west, and then it also gives you a degree thing of where it's headed, and gives you a current speed. It gives you a current address on it, and yeah, it's pretty solid. This app is also integrated into the Apple Watch. So if you have an Apple Watch,